Hello and welcome back to Module 7. So we have one more after this. Module 7, we're going to focus again on the owner's role, part 2. So as said before, we have covered quite a lot in this 8-part modular series, the Owner's Workshop, courtesy of Canine Arthritis. Let's continue looking at your role as the owner. You've seen this diagram before, showing the true multimodal management of arthritis and how it is a combination of vet support and owner control. Lifestyle changes, we will revisit them again. I'm going to just run you through a few cases that I've seen during my career. This is Rolo, a 14-and-a-half-year-old border collie, had generalised arthritis and extremely severe mobility. During my house visits, would sit and wait for the owners in the hall rather than be with them in the kitchen, and they had assumed that this was because the carpet offered warmth, when in fact it offered traction. That laminate floor, that lino floor, was extremely slippery for poor Rolo to negotiate, and Rolo had to do that every day to get out the back door. Rossi was one of my first clients, and I'd been treating him in the practice. It wasn't until I had a house visit, because we were still seeing for the intermittent right fore lameness, and we weren't seeing improvement. The house visit gave us the answer. From the dog flap in the back door, there was a 2-foot blind drop onto a patio, and then there was another 2-foot drop from the patio to the grass where he would go to toilet. He was doing this multiple times a day, which meant our therapy and intervention had no opportunity to work. Monty was a German short-haired pointer that was looking at having an elbow replacement, having explored many different therapeutic interventions. On my house visit, we could hear him descend the 2 steep flights of stairs and hit the tiled floor and have to turn sharply to avoid bumping into the wall. This immediate turning was putting a huge amount of stress through those elbows. By limiting his access to the stairs, we saw improvement. So let's now look at your home. This is a very simplistic estimate. 24 hours in a day, and it is likely that your dog will spend 22 hours per day at home. That's 91% of the day they are in this environment. Stairs. Stairs are a massive danger. If you have a dog that is already painful and weak, with poor soft tissue structure, compensatory changes, then negotiating these stairs can become very hazardous. In my career, I've put 2 dogs to sleep because they have both fallen down the stairs, both were arthritic, late stage, and they were non-recoverable. Steps are the same principle, and they come in all shapes and sizes. Steps up to the conservatory, steps up to the front door, patio steps, steps within the house between rooms. There are many things that you can consider doing to prevent your dog from hurting themselves, potentially blocking them off with a stair gate, minimizing the impact and risks by carpeting them, using a harness to help them up and down, and making sure that they are well lit. Next, floors. No grip floors are a massive danger. They come in tile form, laminate form, real wood form. These are all slippery environments for your dog that has unstable, weak, painful joints, compensatory changes, potentially chronic pain wind-up. Slipping, 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 slipping is going to add to your dog's condition. I can't stress how important this is. Laying down rugs, putting down rubber mats, using runners, or preventing access. Raised sleeping arrangements. A lot of us are very weak throughout the dog's life and allow them to sleep on the sofa, allow them to sleep on the bed. Many of us even donate a chair in the living room to your dog to have access to. Changing these habits after 8, 10, 12 years can be extremely distressing, not only for the dog but also for the owner. So think about adapting their access. We have certainly found that introducing these ideas earlier in the dog's life mean more successful uptake later. Ramps, steps, making sure that the floor that they go onto is non-slip. Dog beds, again, hugely important. I know if I was to lay on a cold, drafty, hard floor, I certainly would get up and be stiff, uncomfortable, and take a long time to loosen up, therefore leaving myself prone to further injuries. So just look at your dog's bed. Is it easily accessible? Are there enough beds for each dog? Is it out of drafts in a private location? Is it dry, clean? Is it firm but deep? Is it warm? Does it have a washable cover for, unfortunately, other problems that come with aging, such as incontinence? Make sure it's easy to get in and out if you don't want them stumbling and tripping the toes on the way in or catching their feet on the way out. We don't want to see them having to exert themselves to access the bed. Dog beds don't need to be expensive. They can be created on a budget. Some owners have made good adaptations with sofa cushions and pillows for back support. A very simple method is sit in your own dog's bed. If you sit in there for 5 minutes and you remain comfortable, then it is a suitable bed. Access in and out of the house. As stated, dog flaps are often overlooked. They've normally been in place since the dog has been young, and they are just part and parcel to that dog's daily routine. Make sure it's big enough. Make sure that there is no blind drops on the other side. Potentially have steps to reduce the distance. Check that the surfaces on either side is non-slip, and make sure that the dog flap opens easily so the dog hasn't got to force its way through. If possible, avoid using it. Because we at CAM believe that the home environment plays such a massive role in managing arthritis, both the progression and the pain state, we created a tool for you that you can readily download from our website at www.caninearthritis.co.uk. It's called #It'sMyHome2, and it's a series of 16 questions to help you navigate around your house looking for hazards and how to modify them to make those places more safe and suitable for your dog. So module 7, again, another fire through. CAM feels that few households realise optimising the safety of the dog's home has a beneficial effect on their dog's arthritis, and so we have sought to rectify this. Your dog spends the majority of their life in the home, so this must be considered when managing the disease. Simple adaptations to the home environment and the routines within it are likely to have profound effects on pain state and progression. And we hope to help you by using our #It'sMyHome2 tool, which has been created for owners to download free of charge to ensure that their homes are safer for their dogs.